We don't eat out here. Before I got the free glass tables, I spent $200 on pipes for legs because I saw an old door being used for a table with plumbing pipes. I had the pipes cut with the threads added to one end on several of the pipes. And then, at least the one long one, we found out that the door was only half solid, that there was something in half of the metal door that you couldn't make a table out of it because no screws would grab onto it. So anyway, I gave away some wood and some pipes, and yesterday for $10 I gave away wood and pipes. It cost me over $200 and a lot of sweat labor because my husband Bob had pulled nails out of a few pallets and made a bench for us. He made a table and 2 benches, and we sold one bench and we sold one table that he made. And he used a handsaw, so nothing was square, nothing was perfect, but it was rustic and it worked, and we liked it for a long time. And I would paint it. I wouldn't sand it and I wouldn't take the paint off, and then it would be outside and it would peel. When he made them, we had a 400 square foot screened in porch, and then we moved 2 years after we put the porch on the house. It was a brick house. We belonged to the Epping Forest Yacht Club, and none of it cost very much because it was in Florida in the 90s. But then we moved up here and we found out that if we wanted anything even similar, it would cost over $20,000 for a screened in porch. And forget about putting a sprinkler system in. That was just really a lot more money than in Florida. And it was just the next year. It wasn't like 20 years later. Anyway, I'm going to sell 2 bird feeders that are not as squirrel proof as this one, and maybe someone can fix the other 2 bird feeders. Anyway, my mom used to say anyway a whole lot. If you look up at the trees, there are a lot of what are those things called? Sycamore balls. And then there are a lot of squirrel nests. It's amazing how the squirrel nests stay in the trees and the squirrels don't fall out. The baby squirrels especially. Imagine being that high up as a little baby squirrel. It must be amazing. We don't have any owl boxes. We don't have any duck boxes. We don't have any places for eagles or anything. But every once in a while our backyard is filled with vultures. And I had one neighbor who said that one day she drove by and saw probably 15 vultures on the top of my house. Of course, I've seen my neighbor have vultures all in his trees. I didn't go and look and see if they were on his house. Well, anyway, I guess I've talked enough.